BasicGrey magnetic snaps. In the large package, you have 12 magnets, which makes 6 pairs. And in the small set, you have 20 magnets, which makes 10 pairs. Each magnet is marked with either a plus or a minus sign, positive or negative. And that's so that you can easily pair them on your project. In order to make them work, all you have to do is peel off the backer and then place it on your project. I'm going to show you how to use these magnets in a couple of different applications. Small mini albums are a really great way to show off some photos or to make a small card type item for gifts. And one of the things I've always struggled with is how to have it stay closed. I always want to use ribbon and tie it in a bow, but then there's the problem of the recipient having to untie the bow and then they can't get it quite right again. So I'm going to show you a way you can do that using the magnetic snaps. Starting out with a long strand of ribbon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop this over once, and then I'm going to loop it over again. And this is going to be the beginning of our bow. You want to get it about the width you want your bow to be. And then you're going to take a little bit of string, and it doesn't matter what color of string, and you're just going to tie it around this area. Kind of get the bow the way you want it. Okay, once you have it good, then go ahead and tighten it up and double knot it. Okay, I'm going to cut off these ends. Okay. Now you're going to take another strand of ribbon that's completely separate, and you're going to tie it around the bow. Okay, and now it's time to put it onto the album. It's eventually going to go right there to close the album. Okay, so the idea is that we're going to have this end come in right here. It'll wrap around, and then the bow will close right there. In order to get it the exact length that we want, we're going to start from the bow. We're going to come around, and then we're going to glue the ribbon right in there. Okay, so I've got some mini glue dots. I'm just going to use a really strong adhesive for the ribbon. I'm going to put that in a couple spots. Okay, and then I can cut it off. To cover that area up, I've cut a square pattern paper that I'm just going to cover it like that. So I'm just going to adhere that. Okay, so now we have the ribbon in the right spot. This will eventually come around and close right there. So that's where we need to put the magnet. Well, the first magnet, we need to put it right there. So I'm going to take the ribbon off. And I'll take the very first magnet and peel off the backing sheet. Then I can place the magnet right there, and then we can place the ribbon over top. And then the last thing to do is to add a magnet right here. Then I can just apply the magnet to the bow like that. Then when I turn it over, it snaps closed. And that makes it so whoever is getting the album can just open like that, and they can close it again. Another way to use the magnetic snaps is with hidden journaling. Here I have a 6x6 page that I cut a flap out of that opens up to some white cardstock. I just mounted the whole page on the cardstock on the back. If you wanted to, you could just do it in this section. And the way I'm going to use the magnetic snaps, there are a couple ways you can do it. You can just go ahead and apply the magnet straight on there, and it'll pretty much be hidden because you can hardly tell that, especially with this pattern, you can hardly tell that there's a flap there. But I'm actually going to add a little ribbon tab so that it'll make it a little bit easier to pull up. Take the backer off, and then I can put the magnet straight onto the flap where I want it and press down so it holds. Okay. It makes a nice little flap, but all you have to do is put the other magnet back here. And I can put the other magnet right there. And this will probably be in a sheet protector so you wouldn't see the magnet. And now we have a flap that shuts closed really easily and won't come up in my scrapbook. Another way to use the magnetic snaps is to make your own refrigerator magnets. Here I just took one of our woolies and I added the magnet on the back. Makes a really cute magnet. You can see how he slides around and is pretty secure on there. I also took one of our glazed brads and I cut off the metal prongs off the back side and added one of our magnets. That makes a really cute magnet as well.